DIY, we only need a couple of things. We need a couple of our tumbling tower blocks, some beads, and I always have big bags with wooden pieces, with buttons, with everything you can imagine. I always keep it in one bag. Then you have my sawed out little pieces. You can buy them at the Dollar Tree. This one you can make a banner of, and I always try to keep them. You see already a bicycle. You can make such a nice, great DIYs with it. And of course I need some couple of our blocks, and this is just children blocks I always buy in a box. And you see you can make them also for your DIY. So this is the only thing we need for this DIY. First we are going to start with the base of our stand, our Christmas stand. In a moment you see a little bit what I mean. It is a stand, but you also is a little bit of a road sign stand. So maybe that's a little bit better English than what I say, because I'm a Dutch lady, you know, this English is always a really task for me to do. So, but I do my best, and I think, at least I hope you all understand what I mean. We are going to get 3 blocks, and we are just going to make our base, and we're going to do 3, squeeze them down and press them down like this. And this is number 3, and we already have first piece of our base. And of course you can make them a bigger or smaller, just what you want. I like a little bit of the smaller base. So this is already 3 piece our base. What we're going to do right now, we're going to go and glue 3 blocks on top of each other, but completely like this. I show it to you in a moment. Squeeze it like this, and now we are going to do the third one like this. And again, most of the time I place it down. It's a little bit better to see and to press like this. And now you already have 3 on top of each other, and this one we will glue later on here, because of course you can do also again 3 blocks also like this on top of each other and place them like this. But then it takes a lot of your blocks, and it of course it is a little bit bigger, but it costs a little bit more, because and you don't need it, so you have enough on 3 of them. So I'm going to make now 5 rows on top. So I'm going to do again 3 blocks on top of each other like this. Squeeze it, press it down, and like this one, place it down, press, and be sure that you have them in the right angle, because you want to have them nicely on top of each other like this. And remove the glue again, I always say, because if you don't, when you paint it, it's always a little bit nicer to see than that you see a lot of glue. And now we are going to go like this again. This is the row number 3. And again, like this. And if you are wondering where my glue gun is from, my glue gun is very simple. Glue gun. my glue gun is from the Lidl, just how you call it. Here in the Netherlands we say Lidl, but of course some people call it Lidl. I don't know how you really call it, but, and he is only 18 euros. So he is wireless. Yeah, I have to say it right, wireless. So you only have to do it. Now most of the time he goes like an hour. Here you can glue, and then he needs some recharging, if I am correct. At least I hope I say it, say it right. But they are really amazing. So if you need a glue gun, please, I really recommend this one, because he is really great to work with. And again, like this, and he is very inexpensive, and that's always a great thing. I already have my 5 blocks, and what we're going to do, we are going to glue them together. It's very easy. Just do some glue, press them, squeeze them and press them down like this. Now we are going to do the other one and like this. And for everyone who doesn't like to see how I make it, I always say in every DIY, go ahead, skip forward, because you are so free to do. Of course, I hope you don't, but I understand also that sometimes you don't have so much time to watch every step by step, but I always love to show everyone the step by step, because if you want to make it and you like the DIY, you always can see how you can make it. So you see, this is already one, and now we can glue it on top of our base like this. So we are going to glue this on here, and of course be sure that you have it in the middle like this. And now squeeze and press it down like this. Hold it in place for a little second until it is dried up, and remove your glue again like this. And I still need to remove some glue, I see already. And now I have to show it. I can better do it this way. You see, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 3, and of course this is also 3, and now he can stand very easily on his own. And what we are going to hang on front of it, it won't be heavy. So, and even when it does, we still can make it a little bit bigger, so we make the stand bigger. But for now I'm going to keep it this way. So this is already finished. We are going to paint it right now. You see already on my table is the stand we just made. We are going to paint this in the black color and distress it later. Of course, I use 2 of the blocks. This is just children blocks you can buy. But if you don't have them laying around, you also can do a piece of cardboard. Or what you can do is just 4 blocks of the tumbling tower blocks, glue them together, and just you also have your own little piece where you can make your print on top of here. So you can do any way you like. You don't have to buy anything. I use this very simple carved out wood piece. These are also very thin, so I always order them online on AliExpress, but I think the Dollar Tree also have them. So I'm going to do them in some furniture wax, and I'm going to do the ears with some black text marker, and we do some eyes on top of here and a little nose, but that's later. So first it goes in the furniture wax. I'm going to do this in the black, this in the black, and I have a little styrofoam ball, but you also can use a little bead. So it doesn't matter what you use as long as it's just a little ball. So, and he's also in the black color. So I'm going to paint everything in the black. Of course, I won't bore you with that, with a lot of painting, of course, because you have something better to do than watch me paint. So I will paint this and then we do the next step. You see already everything is painted, and of course our little reindeers, I did the underside, only his head in some furniture wax, and I left this open. I don't know if I will leave it this color. I think I'm going to try, because it's Christmas, I'm going to do it with some gold marker. I'm going to try to get it in the gold color. But what I'm going to do first, I'm going to lay them beside, and I'm going to get my pieces and my stand, and I'm going to distress it to give it a nice little distressed look. Not a lot, because I don't want to distress it too much. So I'm going to dab it off on a piece of kitchen towel, because I only want just little pieces on the side like this. Just not a lot, but only a little bit. So like this, and go to the edges on the bottom and over here. And so we go around and around, and it's so easy to do. Only be sure that you don't work with your hands in your own distressing, so it gets one big mess. So you see, like this, it is really easy to do. And now I'm going to do to the other side, moving over, and again, just first the ends and the tops, and like this, and don't forget the back side, like this. And of course, you can distress if you like a little bit more distressing. It's also fine to do whatever you think is right. I will finish this off and then we're going to glue it together. I almost forgot, before I can distress this little piece which we are going to make into a sign, we are going to glue this together, because or else we have some distressing over here where we don't want to have distressing. So I'm going to glue them like this together, and then I'm going to distress the ends, and later on we go to my computer and we make a little tag for on top of here. So I'm going to do some glue. I have to look if I have the right, like this. Just go ahead, do some glue, very small on top of here, like this. Place it down and of course squeeze it like this and press it down. And now you already can have your piece. You can do some distressing on top of here. Of course, I have to work with my glue. I need to remove it, and now we can of course also do the ends like this. It is so easy to do, just a little touch on it and it already gives a more of an old rustic look. This is one, and of course I did also the ball we will do on top of our stand like this. I wish my camera had a bigger angle so I could show it to you a little, maybe this way. This is a little bit better, like this, and now you don't even see it anymore that it is a styrofoam ball. So I let it dry for a little second, and then we are going to glue it together, and then we're going to look for our reindeers. On my table we already have our little reindeers. What I'm going, and of course I didn't forget of course the back side, because when you do them a little bit sideways on your stand, you still see the back side. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get my gold marker, and I hope that the gold coloring is really coming over on this side. So we will see. Of course, it's very easy. You can do any color, because I was first thinking to do a black color, but the stand is already black, and then you won't see his antlers. You wouldn't see on the black back side. So that's why I'm going for the gold color, but you can go if you for the black color. That's why I did for the gold color, but you can choose any color you like. So I will color this in, and then we're going to do the next step with our reindeer. You see already our little reindeer, his antlers are in the gold color, but it looks on camera a little bit more green, but he is looking so nice, and I like the look of a little rustic look. So what I'm going to do, I just took some googling eyes. Of course, this one are with stickers and this one also, but this one has just a different backside. Maybe you can see it if I keep it on camera. You can do some thread around inside of it, and then I don't know where you can use it. Maybe for if you make some stuffed animals, maybe you can use them then. But I'm going to try to use them on top of here also. So we will see how both of them are looking like. But I have to look that he is sticking in place. So we will see how this will go. We just do some glue on top of here and place it like here. And we have to squeeze it in a moment. And now I really hope his eyes are falling down, because not all the eyes or this one are just moving. So some of them are, yeah, I think stuck. I really have no idea. But we will see if this one is also stuck. Like this. And of course I am always under the glue. So I have to work away the glue. And I show you then. And also you see already, this one is stuck also, this one. I have to see if I get it down or not. Or else he will be have a really different side. And here you see the googling eyes. I found my problem already. It was just simple me which was not doing it right, because like I said, on the back side there is an opening, and if you do some glue on the back side and you push it through, of course it goes inside of the eyes. So that's why he gets stuck inside of the glue. But we traced the problem. So now we have 4 nice googling eyes. What I'm going to do, I found 2 little rounds. Also this size is round. I order always online on AliExpress, but you can buy them at Dollar Tree, Dollarama. Here in the Netherlands you can buy the X, and they even can do a piece of cardboard. So I'm going to place the nose inside of here, but before we're going to do that, of course, I take my red marker and I'm going to make it in the red color like this. And of course you can paint it, but I find it easier just to work with my red marker. So I will make 2 of them. Both of them are now in the red color. Now we're going to place them, of course, on our reindeer. And I need to work away with my glue because I still need some glue on my reindeer. And that's not a great side. So I'm going to do some glue. And like I said, with cardboard it also works great. So if you don't have it laying around, just use a piece of cardboard. And you see, now we already have, he looks more and more like, like a reindeer. So, and the second one, and place it in between the eyes. Of course I have to look because I need it in the middle, like this. Now we already have 2 of them. Our reindeers are almost finished. What we're going to do, we are going to take our tag and we are going to glue this on top of here and a little bit sideways, because that, I think it looks a little bit better, but of course you can do it straight. If you want to have it this way, it's also fine. I'm going for this look, and I'm going to look if I have it in the middle like this. You see, now we already have the top. And like I said, we will make in a moment a little tag for on top of here, and we will Mod Podge it on here. So we will wait until we do the ball, because if we do it, then it is a little bit more difficult to Mod Podge your tag on top of here. And you see, if you only look at how your reindeer would look already, he looks so cute. And we will do that with a pin. So, and we leave one hole open, so we need a little bow for this side. I took out my ribbon and I use a piece of velvet ribbon to make a very simple bow, just the way you tie your shoes. And I am going to place one on this side and for this one on the other side, because we are going to place them on our stands in the opposite direction. So I need make also one for this one, and then we are going to my computer and we are going to make our tag for on top of here. See how our print turned out, and I made a simpler one, and I made 2 with some Christmas trees on top of it. So I will cut them both out, and then we will see which one is fitting the best on top of our little tag over here. So I will cut them out, and then we're going to see which one we will use. You see already I cut both of them out, and I am really happy with the one with the Christmas tree. I think it gives a little bit more than the one without. So I'm going for this one. Of course, both of our prints you will find in our free printable. So if you want to use them, go ahead, you can use them also. I will use my very simple Mod Podge, and I will Mod Podge it on top of our little tag. And of course in the middle I will take my piece of kitchen towel and I will do some Mod Podge over it, and I'm trying to keep it as matte as I can. So I'm going to try not to spill Mod Podge on the front of our picture, because I like the matte finish. But of course if you like more of a shiny look, then go ahead of course and do it. And this is what I mean, like this. And you see already, now we have our own little tag on top of here. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to take our reindeer And we are going to make them on top of here. And I think I start with this one, like here, and this one over here. So I take my pins. I don't know, here in the Netherlands we call it punaise. I will show it to you which one I mean. At least if I don't hurt myself, because they are very sharp. So you see, this is what I mean. This is just a simple tag, and I'm going to do it in the little hole which is still open over here. So I'm going to do it over here, and I think I'm going to do it over here. I have to see if I am on the right spot, maybe a little lower, like here. In a moment I show it to you. I'm sorry if you don't see it. Like this. You see, this is already one, and I will make the gold color in the black, because I really don't like the gold color this way. So I take the other reindeer, go ahead and again through his antler, and I'm going to, now I think maybe like here, I'm going to squeeze it and place our pins inside. And of course I have to squeeze very hard to get it in, like this. Now already both of our reindeers are in. Now we need only the top, our little ball on top. So it is a really sign, at least how you call it. And I don't know, the word slipped my mind. In the moment I know which word it is. So, but I think I'm going to glue this on top. I know already the word is road sign. I'm sorry, sometimes English words slip my mind. I'm really sorry, bear with me. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to a little bit of glue on my styrofoam ball, and just a little dot in the middle. And I'm just going to place it in the middle of our, I have to be sure that I have really in the middle, because or else it will don't look the greatest. So like this, I keep it in place for a little moment, and I know you can see it right now. I'm going to place it over here. You see, I'm pressing on top of my, at least it looks like a road sign. So I will keep it in place for a moment, and you see right now the end review.